The rate of recovery is uneven across Canada. Some provinces are still in some kind of lockdown. Others are in fear of lockdown. But what is consistent is that business is not coming back as it was. Jan Silva is the boss, as I call it. She's the CEO and president, everything else, of the Toronto District of Trade. She joins me right now because it's not just Toronto. You deal with all the big cities across Canada and some small ones. Tell me about the health of this. Cities.
Well, businesses are struggling, particularly in our large cities. We're part of the network, the 9 largest cities in Canada, the boards of trade, chambers of commerce collaborate and compare notes. And so here's what's happening. And if I could just focus on Toronto as an example, we've got different types of business districts in our region. So our downtown financial core, largest employment zone in the country, 550,000 daytime workers who have been mostly working from home for 20 months.
Because it's still a ghost town now.
It is.
Virtually.
And we have 2,500 small businesses in the district here that rely on those employees as their daytime customers. So return to office is critical for them to recover. The other big example I would give is Pearson Logistics Zone, where all our e-commerce fulfillment takes place. They need 75% of their workforce physically on site to operate so that the financial district folks can work from home and order all their goods from Amazon and everyone else. They've been hit really bad with this.
But are they coming back? Or is it still so slow?
It is still very, very slow. And here's the challenge. We've worked with large employers and building owners in the downtown core to say, how do we put mitigations in place to reopen? Employees are still very nervous. They're nervous about working alongside unvaccinated colleagues. They're worried about breakthrough infections. They're worried about the safe public transit to come back into the office.
Okay, so we're going to have more traffic jams in some cities. With some horrible traffic jams. I guess if people are only coming back for 2 days a week, then they will have more space in these offices, though. So they won't be jammed together as they were pre-pandemic.
And I don't know that 2 days a week is going to work. I mean, it gets very complicated for the HR groups because 2 days a week, is it the whole team? Or do you have a couple of people in the office and everyone else on Zoom calls with the folks at the office?
People want, anecdotally hear that people want to get back.
Oh,
they want to get back to 5 days a week. And yet, as you point out, there's so many fears. So what should business be doing?
Well, we've convened, we've been working with Mayor Tory in Toronto. We convened last October, over a year ago, building owners and large employers in the downtown core to focus on global and national best practices and mitigations to provide support to safely and sustainably reopen. At all costs, we want to avoid another general lockdown. So it's everything from distancing protocols through the PATH network, how do you connect public transit and get safety messaging out there, and vaccine passports was a critical piece.
You just mentioned that, and the 3 minutes is up, so I'm going to ask you to stay. We'll do another 3 minutes on the passports and the vaccines. Jan Silva, thank you. The hallmark of a free society is an independent press. And in Canada, increasingly, we don't have an independent press when the PMO pays many outlets to say what they say. This station is independent, it's free, and if you can contribute, please do so, because we want to stay on the air. We have people on this show who analyze the situation and provide facts that otherwise you would get in the press. So thank you, subscribe, you can contribute.